Tonight we're going to be making a delicious beer battered fish fry. So the first thing I'm going to do is I got these cod. I got some cod and I patted it off a little bit. I'm going to put a little seasoning on right on top of it here. I got some adobo. Sprinkle a little adobo on there. And I got some Old Bay seasoning. I'm going to sprinkle a little Old Bay seasoning on there. So this is going to be stuck right to the fish. There's enough moisture to hold that in place. And then I got some lemon pepper. So I'll sprinkle a little lemon pepper on there. Alright, let's flip these over and do the other sides. Alright, I got my adobo. I got my Old Bay seasoning. And I got my lemon pepper. Alright, so that's all in there. Now I'm gonna shake this up. I'm gonna get these nice and coated and let them sit here for a while. So I'm gonna put this. This is gluten-free, King Arthur's Measure for Measure gluten-free flour. So I'm gonna put some in here, and I'll use whatever's left over from my beer batter. And I can put this piece of fish in here, and I can put the top on. I can flip it over once, and I can put this top on and give it a little shake. I got a nice dry plate to put that on. Alright, so this is nice and coated. I'm going to let that sit there. Here's my next piece of fish. Put that in. Put the lid on. Give it a nice shake. And put this right here. Let that sit there. This is my last piece of fish. Go ahead and put that in there. Give it a nice flip on both sides. Shake it up. Move it all around. Alright. Okay, so there we go. So now I'm going to let this fish sit here and let that gluten-free flour stick to it. And then I'll be back in a minute and I'll start making my batter for you. Alright, let's go ahead and start our batter. So I got my flour, my gluten-free flour. Put that in there. Add some more. Okay, I'm going to add some adobo to that. I'm going to add some Old Bay seasoning. And let's add some fresh ground pepper. I don't have to add a lot of that. And let's add some ground white pepper. There, that's just enough. I'm going to add a little baking powder. This will lighten it up a bit. Let's stir this up. All right, so I got my flour mix all mixed up. Now we can add our liquid ingredients. Now this is Ghost Fish Pale Lager gluten-free beer. Oh, so good. It's made in Seattle. They got really good fish fries there too. Tastes like real beer, which a lot of gluten-free beer doesn't. So we're going to add that in here. Stir it around. That's just half a can right now. And I'm going to add some vodka. Now the vodka, the alcohol evaporates so quick when you put it in the cooking oil that it makes a nice light and airy batter. Put a little more in there. So you can almost think of equal parts vodka and beer. Let's mix this up. I'm going to add the rest of my beer. So I got the whole can of beer in there. And I want this to be like a nice pancake batter. Oh yes. And add a little honey. And the honey's going to add a little nice golden color to it when it fries up. This is Mike's hot honey. So not only is it going to add a little sweetness and to it, it's going to add a little spice to the fish too. So there we go. I'm mixing this up. Like I said, you want, so like I would say, this is like a waffle consistency. You want like a pancake batter consistency. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little more vodka. Vodka. Grab another beer if I want to. I think this is going to do it good. All right, so now this is a nice pancake batter consistency. Alright, so I'm going to leave that there. We're going to let this sit for a little bit. And we might need to add more liquid if it gets thicker just by sitting out in the air, if the gluten-free flour expands. So we're done with that. So I got my fish ready to go. I got my batter ready to go. I got some French fries ready to go in the oven. I'm going to fill this with some vegetable oil and get that ready. And then I'll show you when I start frying up this fish. Alright, our oil is almost ready. This is okay. I want it a little thicker, or a little runnier, so I'm gonna add some more of this pale lager here. Mix it up. I want to be able to dip the fish in it really good, so they could get good and coated. Yeah, this is looking better. Make sure the beer is mixed in really well. A little bit more. Whatever's left, I get to drink. Alright, that's perfect. Just gotta mix it up good. Yeah, there we go. So you can see this. That's nice. It's exactly how I want it. So that's nice and good. Alright, so let's see how this is. I could use a little more. Could use a little more time. Okay, our oil is ready. Take a sip of my beer. My batter is just how I want it. I got my fishies here. So I'm going to take my fish. I'm going to put it in this batter. Dip it all the way in the batter. So you got, dip it up, and really gently put it in. And then I got this pan out. I can put it right here in this pan when I'm done. Oh, and this is good too. You can take a little and dredge it right on top of your fish. Adds a little batter to it. You can do it on both sides. You can see this is ready. Look at this. I got some nice crispies. I got some nice crispy fry stuff. This is really good. Mmm. Reminds me of the stuff at Long John Silver's that was in the bottom of the trays. I'm gonna flip this over, and you can see some of my batter stuck to the bottom of the pan. So I'm just gonna put a little more batter on this side, and then it'll fry back up again. Just let that go until it gets a nice golden color, just like this right here. I'm gonna flip this over again. Oh, that side looks really good. Alright. Take this out without breaking the fish batter. Alright, so take a look at this. This looks nice. Now let's get another fish in there. Stuff off the bottom, try not to. Alright, here we go. Here's another piece of fish. Go ahead and put that in there. Try and keep that from sitting on the bottom. Want it to be floating. Let's go ahead and try and remove this, see what we can do. There we go. That's good. Turn this off. Move it back. Get rid of this. There's our delicious fish fries. I saw it. I cut this piece of fish up. Oh, look at that. It's cooked perfectly. Right in the middle. Put a little tartar sauce on. Let's go ahead and give it a taste. This is so good. Nice and crunchy. The fish is cooked perfectly. Let me take this off. Look at this batter fry. That was so good. So I'm gonna enjoy this. Have fun.